My name is Lieutenant Colonel Lee Roger Wolfgram, and I am a storyteller.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Colonel Channel. I am your self-proclaimed commander, Lieutenant Colonel Lee Roger Wolfgram, and I'm coming to you from the Wolfgram Worldwide headquarters here in downtown Minneapolis, where I'm also a criminal defense attorney. And I have been taking some body-worn camera, and I have been putting these out in videos that I call Don't Be a Dumbass or Dumbass or Not. You decide. In this particular episode, we have here what is, I would say, a dumbass cop, if he really was a cop. And with that said, we're just going to jump into the video. I'll let you decide. I'll point out some legal things along the way. By the time we're done, you'll be able to form an opinion as to whether or not this individual is a dumbass, as defined by me, who is a dumbass myself. And I always say we all have our dumbass moments. I think this one might be one of his dumbass moments. Let's watch.
On October 24, 2022, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle that closely resembled a police car.
McDonald's. Zone 3. Be a white Charger, no tag. Looks like a cop car, blue lights.
Looks like a cop car, blue lights. When I first saw this video, you know, there are people that go out and they act like they're cops. There's actually a thing. Like these people go out there, act like cops, do traffic stops. So when I first saw this video, I'm like, is this one of those guys? No, it's worse than that.
Zone 1, Channel 1.
So you see he's made up his own little personal squad car. You see the lights, and you saw when the officer was following behind him, he's got the blues in the back, he's got the blues in the front. Boy, he has really got this thing decked out. He's got the spotlight.
How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Oh, not much. Who are you with?
I'm from Georgia, bro. We got sent down here for to work the Home Depots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we actually got sent back today.
That's the report. Are you headed that way in the conference veteran? If you can send me the picture for our order.
Where's the tag for this one? What car? Is this a county car or no?
Yeah, I pulled it off, man, because...
Okay, so he asked him if it's a county car. His answer is, yeah, we pulled off the plate, blah, blah, blah. It's not a county car. It's his own personal. He made this up. He bought these goodies. He put the lights on it. He's a cop.
We worked this gig in Louisiana last year. No, was it 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And, man, we had local people calling police in Coleman County saying, why you got Georgia people working down here? And, man, it became a big mess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me just
But I got all the stuff on.
Okay, hang on, sir.
Yeah, that's the veterans in Florida.
He's like, oh, yeah. I'm a sergeant. But, dude, that's not a freaking patrol car. Hey, so I took it off because they always ask me questions or, you know, because we do stuff at other states and all this shit. Oh, he's got like a brown T-shirt on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That ain't no cop car. I think he's doing private security at frickin' Home Depot. That's where I seen the car parked in the back this morning. Hey, it's Corporal Eppert, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida.
Okay, how you doing?
Good. I'm just trying to verify employment of supposedly one of your deputies.
Okay. You would have to call HR for that.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Hey, it's Corporal Eppards again.
Hey,
Hey, I can't get through to anybody. Nobody's picking up.
then try 770 Magistrate Court. Can I help you?
Hey, it's Corporal Eppards, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida.
Hey,
Hey, I'm trying to verify employment of potentially one of your employees down here.
unless it's with the Magistrate Court, I can't verify.
Okay, is...
Let me give you the number to the Butts County Commissioner's office.
What's his claim to fame?
That's what he's giving me. I'm trying to verify if he's even an employee, but that ain't no damn cop car.
Georgia?
Yeah,
No tag?
no tag. He
No.
said he took it off.
No.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Jesus
system.
Christ.
You got drugs?
Butts County
Huh?
Board of Commissioners is not available.
Yeah. We can't verify your
The
identity.
number from which you are calling, press pound. To leave another callback number, enter the...
Is that why y'all? Man, I was just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That's there's no tag.
I've been okay, like, you know, this whole time. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I had the blues on, man. Yeah, I'm a sergeant, Butts County Sheriff's Office.
Doesn't sound right. Like, why would a Butt County deputy be up in Florida in their own personal squad car, like jurisdiction-wise? And sometimes you get help from other agencies, like during a hurricane, which seems to be what this is about. But this guy's got. Did you see he had a gun? He's sporting a gun. He's wearing a holster around with a gun on.
No, I understand. But I mean, the thing is, like, I didn't know my blues were on, man. I mean,
I understand you didn't know your blues were on, but it's like now we're stuck here. This is a privately owned vehicle, right?
Right.
Blue lights, carrying a concealed weapon. Which, okay, I understand. We're trying to validate your information to make sure that you are supposed to be working,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I have no problem once we can validate that.
Yeah.
You see the problem with the blues and no tag, that's the problem.
Right, man. I don't run my blues, brother. Literally, when you pulled me over, I was like,
I don't run my blues. Well, it's not a squad car, so you shouldn't have blues on it. He's basically giving them information that's going to incriminate him again. He's trying to talk himself out of it. He's not very articulate. If he was a sergeant, I guess he's got a completely different mannerism than I have seen other sergeants in other agencies. And he's going to try to talk himself out of it, but all he does is talk himself into it. His story doesn't make any sense. He's going to get charged.
okay, the whole tag thing. I pulled it. We always pull it off and do it.
Right.
And then when I walked out, I just seen my blues on. If you go in the car, you can't see them.
Well, I understand. I mean, but you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
Hey, hang on. Before we go, I'm just going to disarm you until we know exactly what's going
gun
on.
on you at all?
I got my 380, then my AR and stuff in there.
Anything else then?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my knife here.
Stand by with it.
One-on-one, sir.
Water.
Butts County Sheriff Office.
Hey, it's Corporal Eppards again.
Hey.
Hey, I'm not getting through to anybody. Do you have a road patrol supervisor or anybody I could speak with?
Captain of Patrol. Let me
That'd
see
be great.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Garrison.
Hey, sir, it's Corporal Eppards, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida. I'm trying to verify employment. I'm on a traffic stop down here in Florida with a guy claiming to be employed by your agency.
Caesar is not employed with us.
Okay, was he ever?
He was.
Okay. Recently dismissed or?
Golly, I don't know, 6 months.
Okay.
Recently dismissed, so the officer here is kind of making an assumption that he was dismissed. I did find that a little entertaining.
All right. He's still claiming to be gainfully employed by you. We've got him stopped down here in a white Charger with blue lights on it. We're down in the area where the hurricane hit. So he's still claiming employment with you and everything else.
He is not on our payroll.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's all I need. Somebody go to jail. Let's go make that happen.
How you doing?
All right. If that's Captain Garrison, and he don't know what's going on. I'm reserved with Butts County Sheriff's Office.
He's saying you're not employed, period.
Yeah, he don't know what's going on, man. I can give you, we can go above him and call the sheriff. Me and Captain, I know it looks weird, man, but me and Captain, he's one of the reasons I retired early. I retired back last September.
Okay. Well, you were just indicating to me that you were still employed and all this.
I'm
You said
reserved.
you are not employed as of 6 months ago. You have nothing to do with the sheriff's office.
It's not even 6 months ago. It was about a whole year ago. I went reserve with them.
Okay. Well,
It's not
here's
even
our
a squad-
dilemma.
It's not even a real squad car.
No.
It's a privately owned squad car,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So, and you're driving red and blue with the blues
I
on.
didn't mean to. I'm really
I
sorry.
understand that.
Yeah.
And you presented an ID that you're an active employee, and you're not an active employee.
Well, I'm reserved, brother. I can.
Our ID cards say reserve, and I understand that.
Yeah, I was gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I just talked to my captain, Bruce Knight.
Let's talk about reserve police officers. So the officers that are here, those are licensed peace officers. So they go through a certain amount of training and they're licensed. And so they are licensed to do law enforcement. When you're in the reserve, you're an auxiliary. You're not licensed. You don't carry a weapon. And so it's a completely different set of requirements. So this guy in the reserve is acting like he is a licensed peace officer, and an agency has to hold your license. If you're eligible but you're not with an agency, you're not a cop. If you're reserved with an agency but you're not licensed or you're not full-time, you're not a cop.
And I asked because you got to do 20 hours a year in Georgia to make sure you're basically keeping up with your hours. I just called him to make sure I'm still with the sheriff's office. He said, yeah, we're good. Like, brother, I'm telling you, I was a sergeant, man.
Hey, we're having a problem. Thank you. We'll get with you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm having a huge problem.
I understand.
Huge problem.
I understand, Sergeant. Like, I completely understand you. I was a sergeant too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, huge problem. Police hate these guys that act like they're cops when they're not. They'll be monitoring a police radio and they'll show up at calls like they're going to help the cops. That's the last thing the cops want.
And I can call my sheriff. You can talk to.
See, you can call your sheriff, and how do I know that's really the sheriff? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I will. I mean, I can call anybody at the sheriff's office. I call the sheriff's office, and I'll ask for Amanda, who is Sheriff Gary Lone's assistant, and he will prove to you. Or I can call Bruce Knight, who was the captain there, who does all the hours and stuff.
Was the captain? I said, was the captain?
Bruce Knight?
Yeah.
Captain? You talking Captain Garrison?
I don't know. I can't remember who he was.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt Garrison. Yeah. I mean, I can prove to you, brother. I got Officer Thompson, who works for my Plain PD, who's up there. He's calling me now.
Right.
I understand.
Well, here's the difference. You're wearing a sheriff's office shirt. You're wearing definitely not driving a cop car that's not a cop car. You're doing private security at Home Depot. You're representing yourself as a sheriff's deputy. You're not here mutual aid for the hurricane.
Well, sir, as a reserve, we can do that. As a reserve.
No.
No, you cannot. You cannot. No, you cannot. You cannot as a reserve. You're not a licensed peace officer. You don't get to go around acting like you're a cop in your own squad car with lights on it and carry a gun. You're clearly trying to show people that you're a cop when you're not.
You have to be under mutual aid.
Private security. You're not here in mutual aid representing your agency to help us out during time.
Because we have lots of mutual aid agencies that come here.
Yes, so.
You're again riding down the road in a civilian vehicle outfitted like a cop car with blue lights on. There's a violation.
Sorry about the blue lights, bro. Like that.
Okay, well, we're not going to get past that. Right now, I don't believe you. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I don't believe you.
And I will never put myself in a situation that I will be.
What else do you have in the vehicle other than a gun? You have any drugs? Anything in there?
No, man. I'm clean. I do security in Georgia. That's just what we do, you know. And I'm reserved. You can't do security unless you're reserved with the sheriff's office. He doesn't know reserve. I went past Captain Garrison. It went to the sheriff. You know, there's just some people that don't appreciate, you know, I mean, I did 7 years with these guys.
Right.
And, you know,
Well, for right now, we're going to detain you, period.
I understand.
All right, so go ahead and turn around. We'll put your hands behind your back.
Can,
Put your hands behind your back. All right, you need two sets of cuffs?
I do, yeah.
Okay, we'll make sure.
he gave this on me.
There's one in the car. There's one in the car still.
I got my bag. Is that a security badge or a... No, that's my patrol sergeant. Yeah, I'm so far from Buck County.
You were? What?
Yeah, so now I'm reserved with Buck County. Man, I know how it seems, man. It's not like that, you know.
101, 130. All right, step back in, son.
You're on there.
Step back in. Transport. Let's have a seat. I'll give you some air rolling in there, too.
So you're gonna have 130 tape?
Yeah, just transport, because she's got to swap out her vehicle down at Fleet.
No problem. You did say you had a 380 in there, though, right?
Yeah, and I'll let you search out if you find anything, you find it.
How stupid can you? I went through Home Depot this morning. I seen that. I'm like,
No tag. So
No tag,
he's,
but it was parked.
he's nefariously trying to hide the identity that it's not a real car.
And he's showing himself as a...
Right.
Even
and
though
there was another guy that I didn't see when I first went through. There was a guy wearing a badge, gun on his hip with a sheriff's shirt. But
Right.
then when I came back around, he was gone. So it's just security company.
Yeah.
He wants to call the sheriff because the garrison, since he doesn't know that he's reserved.
Yeah, well,
He's in tie with the sheriff.
Yeah. So he can call him from the jail.
even if he's a reserve.
You can't
You can't be doing this.
do this. He's out of his jurisdiction.
Yeah, from Georgia.
He's playing cop.
Info that
Yeah, without a doubt.
tracks. Mail, please. Central the PE fine. PE fine. 101 was asking if you could handle the event check.
Fine, 101.
Contact Liz Nat for the verification.
There's a brand new store-bought shirt that says sheriff. Let's switch him over to her and throw this shit back in. We'll call it something.
Central.
I'm always sorry I read my blues, man. I don't do that, you know, like, I think...
Oh, even without the blues and no tag, it's kind of like...
No, man,
See, so the whole kicker is, we understand your private security. I see your cards in there. I get all that.
the sheriff...
I even get it if you say you're even still a reserve deputy. But you can't represent yourself as a sheriff's deputy as a private security officer. You can't run down the road with a car that resembles a cop car with blue lights.
Yeah.
My verification through the agency that you were with, that you are no longer employed. So based on all that, this is what we're doing. So you are under arrest for impersonating a police officer. Okay? If you work that out in court and it all washes out, then so be it. At this time, that's where we're at. That's what I'm doing. That's what's going on.
If you just...
There's nothing I can do to change it now. There's 2 weapons in there that I accounted for. The one you were carrying, there was also one in the console. I have both those. They're going to go into evidence.
I'm asking you, please, like, this is a big mistake. And you talked to the wrong person.
I talked to a captain of road patrol. I
Yeah,
talked
but
to several people.
Captain Garrison does not, he does not know, sir.
You still have no jurisdiction down
Right.
here if you're running around with blue lights on.
Yeah.
Even if that were the case,
Yep.
Yeah,
you're outside of your state.
Yes, it goes right back to what I just said. You're working as private security, but you're wearing all the sheriff's insignias. You represented yourself to me when I stopped you as a sheriff sergeant, not as a private security
from
company,
Georgia.
but not as private security. You said, "Oh, we're here working." You are
from Georgia.
as private security.
Going down to...
I understand Georgia, but you can't represent yourself as a sheriff.
So I can't represent myself as a sheriff or, from Georgia.
No,
being deployed down for Home Depot?
Nope, you're not deployed as mutual aid. You're here doing private contract. That's two different things. All right, go ahead and have a seat for me.
Okay, so here's my vote, although I'm going to leave this to you, the jury, to determine whether or not this person is a dumbass. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say my vote right now. And that is, he's a dumbass. And here's why I say that. Because everybody has their dumbass moments. But this guy apparently used to be or was formerly employed by a law enforcement agency. He would know that this is all completely illegal. Then he's trying to work it out with like he's buddy-buddy with the cops. So my vote is dumbass, strictly because he should know better. I want to let everybody know, thank you for being a supporter of the channel. We just hit 500. I want to remind people, for those of you that haven't watched all the episodes, when we get to 1,000, we're going to have a contest, and people are going to go ahead and enter their videos. So you can start working on your video, and you enter the video, and then people will vote on the video. There'll be a $500 prize, and there will be a random $500 prize to any of the people that voted. So that's going to be how I know that you vote. Anyway, you can start putting those videos together. I anticipate we'll probably be around that 1,000 subscriber mark here in a couple of months or sooner, hopefully. But I just wanted to remind those people, because I do know some people have asked me about the videos, when's the contest. The contest is when we get to 1,000, then we're going to give $1,000 out, 500 to the voters and 500 to the winner of the video. Until the next time, this is Wolf 6 out from the headquarters. See you next time.